So being an American, there's some things going on that I find really disturbing. Now, you probably do too. Because what is going on with this judge thinking he can tell our president what the hell he can do to run our country is insanity. That guy's got to go. Any of these judges that the far left are just dredging up that think they can tell the highest executive in the land what he can do. This is just one way, and I want you to realize this is one way. The Democrats love to mess up the system. They will mess up the system as long as they're not in power. Now, you got this guy that was deported to El Salvador as an MS-13 gang member. He's a citizen of El Salvador. And it makes you sick to watch all the press conferences and that these, like CNN, that nobody's watching anymore. I looked at their numbers. Holy shit, sell that station. There ain't nobody watching you guys. You guys are terrible. Don't you catch a clue? You're horrible news. You're liars. Your owner, the ownership of that whole station is extreme left. And you can tell by every single story. They look to dig into things that just aren't happening. So anyway, this guy's an MS-13 gang member and he's shipped out. He's a terrorist. Plus, he has been shipped off to his own country. And then they had enough nerve to say, are you going to bring him back? With the president of El Salvador sitting in the White House with Donald Trump, our president. As if the president of El Salvador doesn't have a say what happens to his own citizens. And then they keep continuing to bug about people like the dude Khalil, whatever. I'm stupid as hell. I came here and started insurrections on a green card, and I am now considered a terrorist, and I'm kicked out. He wore, you come to our country because your country sucks. So you decide to come here to learn and get an education from our country because we actually have a real goddamn country and not some makeshift Taliban-run piece of shit country type deal. And you come here and start shit. You start talking shit about our country. You start doing all kinds of stupid shit in our country. You gotta go. Anybody who wants to defend these people, you gotta go with them. You're either American or you're not. I about had it with all your crying ass Democrats out there that think that you can just worry about everything that the whole majority of the country wants to get rid of. This is our goddamn country. This isn't your demo dummy country where you can have your boys in dresses and look at the Maine governor. Speaking of, right? Here we go, Eddie Rants. The Maine governor said on the news, well, I think we only have 2 transgender athletes in the state, so I don't see the big deal. Let me tell you what, one transgender athlete playing in women's sports is the most insulting thing you can do to women. When did we start letting men become girls and then tromping all over women? The guy, he finished 48th in the men's competition and then smoked the girls. Smoked them, right? Why are we allowing this? So the Maine governor is another demo dummy, and she's about to get her ass handed to her. All the funding's pulled. And then let's go on to something else, since we're just like going over all this stuff, and I get my rants going, right? So all the things that bug me are probably bugging the shit out of you too. So why are Ivy League colleges charging out the ass for tuition from every student that attends, getting all this grant money? I mean, billions. Why? They got so much surplus cash in their banks. We're just giving them money? For real. Why in the hell are we doing this stuff? When did America become so twisted that you can't even recognize what's real and what's demo dummied? Because they have got everything. They're demo criminals. That's what they are. And so I don't like their leadership whatsoever. They have no leaders. I mean, everybody that thinks they're going to be their leader is a joke. There ain't no party there anymore. Do you understand me? So if you are a Democrat, or you used to be a Democrat, I have to enunciate that correctly. because I do not call them that. I call them demo criminals, demo dummies. You know, they're not even worthy of demo crooks. They're not worthy of anything. They're stealing all of our money out of the treasury and all these little slush funds. Yet we're sitting here and we just went through 4 years of what the fuck just happened. And now we're coming out of it. And honestly, people I knew that were Democrats are going, I am not a Democrat anymore. I didn't know my party was that ridiculous. They're that ridiculous. It's almost like it's a TV show that was written extremely bad. And we lived through it for 4 years. I don't get it. But I'm tired of the media crying about illegals. Illegals, criminals, terrorists, get the fuck out. Don't want to hear no more. CNN, MSNBC, all you joke-ass outlets, you need to be off the air. You are the biggest shit starting like Disney. Disney starts all this shit because they have all the cards in Hollywood. They run the Actors Guild. They push the woke agenda. They're the ones that did everything they could to get George Clooney's tail in an uproar so that the president got switched. Because Disney wants all this crazy transgender boys that look like girls, lesbians in Star Wars, black women where white guys used to play the role. Now they put black women in that role, or they're putting white women in the role of white men. It's like everybody's against white people all of a sudden when it comes to Disney. Like, if you're white, you should be sorry that you are ever fucking born, because they look at, here's what I say. So when you look at the clean, pure wholesomeness that Walt Disney created with Disney, did he have a white-centric audience in mind for the times when he started the company? You're fucking A-right he did, because that's how America was always perceived. This crystal clear white society where everything's wholesome and good and Americana, and that's the way it is, and you all know it. I don't give a shit. You're white or not. You don't like it, that's a fucking fact, right? So the Americana that everybody thinks of was the white wholesomeness. Now, that is wrong, too. We need to make diversity realistic. We don't need to make diversity so goddamn extreme that we all want to vomit. Don't choke us out of our existence. I'm a white male. You don't like me because I'm a white male. Maybe you don't like me because I'm bald with a beard and I'm a really good-looking old man. I don't know, but I'm a white dude. And it seems like Disney don't like that shit. If they could turn Han Solo into a black woman, they fucking would, believe me. They don't like white men. And all it does, and I'm being honest with you, is it causes all kinds of resentment within every tribe. There's no such thing as race, human race, no other race. If you're black, you're in a black tribe. I'm white, I'm in the white tribe. Tan, red, you get the point. We are one race, the human race. And from there, you got different tribes. No races. So you can't be a racist unless you just don't like humans. You can be a tribalist where you don't like certain tribes. So I always wanted to get that clear with people. We speak in terms of stupidity. There's no such thing as being a racist. You're a tribalist. Race is not color. Race is the being that you are, the human race. Everybody behind a white screen with a light behind them is a black silhouette of a human. I don't give a shit what color you are. I don't care where you come from. You might belong to a different tribe like the Chinese tribe. Then I belong to the British tribe. You might belong to the Italian tribe or the African tribe. We are not different races. So I want to get clear on that. So I've just zip, zag, zing, zing. That's the way it goes with Eddie. That's my rant for the day. Be good.